Welcome back guys, this is Shrikant. Today we are going to talk about foreign key. Foreign key is one of the important key in relational database management system. Like we have a primary key, we have a candidate key, we have a super key, we have different kind of key. And one of the key is a foreign key. So foreign key is very important when we talk about the relational database management system. Relational database management system says that there is a relation between the multiple entities, multiple table, right? And that relation can be linked with the key and specifically the foreign key. When I say there are a two table and I want to link those two table, I want to link the column from one table to another table, then there is that linkage basically I can do with the help of one kind of key, and that is a foreign key. Okay, so what's the standard definition for the foreign key? Foreign key is a column in a relational database table that provide a link between a data in a two table. Okay, so definition is foreign key is a column. Okay, perfectly fine. Foreign key is a column in a relational database management system that provides a link between the data in a two table. This definition is very simple, right? So when I say I have a table, let's say table 1, and I have another table called as a table 2, and if I'm saying there is a relation between these two tables, then I would say it is just because of foreign key. So you can make a strict relationship between the two tables, the data and the columns. Okay. So when I say key always represent on a column. So foreign key means foreign key on a column. Okay. Let me show you how we can create a foreign key. So we are directly jumping into demo. So to create a foreign key, we need to have a two table. So I'm going to create a two table here. The first table I'm going to create is a first demo or first demo table. This is my first table. Another table is my second demo table. Or I could say it's a parent table because I want to make some relationship between parent and child. So I am saying it's a parent table, and here in this table I am saying it is as child table. You can name as per your need. So I am having parent table, I am having child table. Does it have any relationship? Does it have any common column? No, because the structure has not been defined yet. Let's say I am having the parent table. There I have a column called as the order ID, having a data type int, and it shows the some master information like customer name, who bought it. I'm just trying to show you the real demonstration how you can create the foreign key and how do you link it. But don't worry about the data, just think about the column. So this table only have two column, order ID and the customer name. Okay, so I am just adding varchar of 200 here. Okay, fine. Now I do have a child table. There I have one column called as the ordered line ID. This is my child table, and I would say its data type is int. So my requirement is I want to link, I want to have order ID for each and every order line ID. So I am saying it's an order ID having data type int, right? And some more detail like sale value. Don't worry about the columns. This is just for understanding. Sales value. Placing data type as money. Okay, so let's try to understand the table definition. I'm having two tables. First table is called as a parent, second table is called as a child. Parent table is having a one column called as order ID, and another column is having the customer name. Okay, and the child table also having the order line ID and the order ID and the sales value. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a question. We have this two table. Does it have any relationship? Does it have any direct relationship? Are you guys able to see? I am able to see there is a column called as order ID in parent table. I am able to see there is a column called as order ID in the child table, but there is no linkage. So it's like a normal table. I do have a table, I do have a column, right? This is as simple as. But do I need to create any relationship to make the table related, to make the table link? Yes, I need to create. So I'm trying to show you the step by step, so you people see different errors, but those errors I'm intentionally trying to produce. Okay, so here if you want to make any column as a foreign key, so what you need to do, I want to say this order ID should be linked to the another table. So here I need to use a key like foreign key. You need to write like this, foreign key, and then you need to use references. References what? It is references a table called as a parent, and the column in the table is order ID. Okay, see, I have a table, this one, and I'm saying I do have another table. I'm trying to make relationship of the order ID from the child table to the parent table. So I have written like this, foreign key references parent, and this is the column. Okay, let's do one thing. I'm going to do what? I'm going to create table and trying to make a relationship. Now if you'll come here, you'll see there are no. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's create table, the parent table. Okay, successfully created. Now let's come back here and select and run the script. When we run the script, we should see a error. Okay, let's see that. I am seeing the error. There are no primary or candidate key in the reference table. The parent that matches the reference sync column list table have the foreign key, and you know what does that mean actually? There are no primary key on a candidate key in the reference table. It means that the table which you are referencing and the column which you are using, that table doesn't have the primary key. So if you want to use foreign key on a child table, then the column which you are using from the parent table should have the primary key. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's drop the table. Let's create table. Okay, now this is the child table definition. Let's create it. Oh, now it's got created. Now to verify this table are available or not, just place select star from parent, then select star from child. Okay, just select these two table and run the query. I would say there are two output and none of the output showing me the data because we haven't loaded. Okay, that is fine. Now what are we going to do? We are going to insert some data in a parent table. So I'm writing like this, insert into parent. Okay, and add some data. Order ID is 1, customer name is Shrikant, customer Shrikant, fine. Okay, just select it. Okay, we loaded 100 rows. Okay, let's run it again. See, we'll get error. So we are getting error because we are trying to insert duplicate value in a primary key column. Okay, that's fine. Then next, child. For the child we don't have a data, so what will we do? We are going to write insert statement for child, insert into. Now just try to understand the order ID basically referencing to the parent table. So we have data in parent table as 1, right? I'm going to show you one more interesting thing after this demonstration. So for now what I'm going to do, I'm just creating the structure. I'm saying 101 line ID, then 1 is its order ID, and the sales value is 100. Okay, let's do that. Let's select this query and let's run the script. Now it shows me 2 record has been loaded. Now let's see, select start from one row in the parent, another row in child. That okay. Now just select the parent, come here, select the script, execute it. I would see the order ID is one which is linked to another table. Now I did created foreign key, but how does I get to know is there is a direct relationship? Is really relationship created or not? Okay, that's fine. Now what I'm going to show you, I'm going to truncate table, truncate parent table. Now let's see what happens. Cannot truncate table parent because it is being referenced by the foreign key constraint. Okay, I can't use the truncate. Okay, let's do the delete then. What are the delete statement conflicted with the references constraint, the conflict, right? Okay, so that's again problem. It says that it can't delete the parent table because the parent data has been referenced to the child table. Oh, that's a problem. Then how could I do that? Okay, just for my demonstration, I'm going to delete first child. So see, I'm deleting data from the child first. I'm able to do that. Then I'm going to delete data from the parent. See, all thing went smooth. Now come again and see the output. I could see there is no data. Okay, it means that if any data is referencing to the parent table, then you can't delete the parent value. You need to first remove the references from the child, then you can do that. Okay, next thing I'm going to show you. Now we don't have any data in both the table. Now I'm trying to insert a data into the child table first, but there is no data in a parent table. Now let's see what happens. See, we got an error. Error is what? The insert statement conflicted with a foreign key. The conflict occurred, right? So there is some conflict. Conflict is saying that because there is no parent data available which we am going to insert for the order ID, that parent data is not available in the parent table. That's why you can't insert the data into the child table. See, this is the error because it conflicted, right? Okay, now to do that, so what I need to do, I need to first insert data into the parent, then I need to go to the child, I need to insert it there, then I need to come back and I need to see the data. I can see data like this. I'm able to see the row has been loaded successfully. Now next thing I'm going to talk about is the very important thing. Basically a lot of programmer, they just understand the update, delete or the foreign key, but they don't understand the concept of cascading. So when we talk about the foreign key constraint, we need to think about two parts. One is called as the or delete cascade. So basically there are a rule, and that concept is called as the cascading rule. Cascading. Okay, so what is cascading rule? So cascading rule is something like what will happen if you delete the primary key table data or the parent data to the child data, right? As you know, when I say foreign key, there is a linkage between the parent and the child. So when I say, if I want to perform some kind of delete on a parent data, what would happen to the child one? Do you remember just now we have seen I was trying to delete data from the parent table. I was not able to do that because of the cascading rule. So cascading rule say that if you go with on delete or the on update, what should be the action when you perform any kind of update or delete on the parent table? Okay, there are four type of the cascading rule. Basically there are two main cascading. The first is on delete. another is on update. On update. And for every cascading there are three options, three or four. So on there is the first option called as a no action. No action means you can't remove the parent data until the references data has not been removed. By default is a no action. Then set null. Set default cascade. Okay, sorry, four rules. Okay, so for every cascading rule there are four extra rules. So I would say when I talk about the foreign key, I would always need to think about the cascading part. So when I do a delete, what will happen? When I do update, what will happen? So this thing you need to remember. On delete, four actions would be there. On update, four actions should be there. So you need to choose anyone and you need to think about how your structure will look like, how your architecture work, and all these things. Normally no action is by default and people prefer to have a no action because that will make the data more correct, right? I'm going to show you few of them. So just go to our demo part now. I'm commenting out it. So this is our normal demo. Okay, now just you need to do all those things in a child table itself. Now this is the foreign key I'm going to create on the parent table. Here I'm specifying on delete. So what would be happen when I perform the on delete? I'm specifying here no action. No action means you can't remove the child data, you can't remove basically parent data until all the child references are deleted. Perfectly fine. Now here I am doing what? I am writing one statement delete. The name of a table is basically the parent where order id is equal to 1. So now let's see when I'm run the script what will happen. See, I got a error system conflict because I set the action as a no action. So when I say on delete and the cascading action as a no action means nothing will happen. You always need to remove the parent data first, right? So I'm going to show you step by step, just dropping and creating the table, then just making clean data. Technically there is no need for this, but just for some future purpose I am listing here. Then I'm going to insert data into the parent and child. So far no error, all looks good. Then I'm going to perform delete here. So I can see the references issue, right? So because we said the cascading rule has a no action, so you need to remove first child data. So what I'm going to do, I'm just copying this data here. I am first deleting the child. So I remove the child now and I'm going to delete now parent. See what will happen. Will I get error? No, I won't get error. And if I'm coming back here, I would see like this. I would see there is a record in the no record, right? Because we removed the child data first, then parent, so everything is blank. Okay. So this is about the no action. Now I am going to show you one more thing like set on delete set null. Let's say what happened. Set null. So when I say set null, it means that the parent table which is referencing to the child one, when you delete that specific value, the respective child table will get updated by null, right? So let's do that. Now if you'll see here, one record was loaded, Shrika, but it got deleted. See the deleted one. And when I deleted this, the order ID in the child table became 1. It was not throwing any error, but it was accepting that thing and it was replacing that deleted part as a null because the parent data has been deleted. This is about the no action. Okay, let me show you step by step. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dropping and creating these two table again. Okay, perfectly fine. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert one record in the parent. Same thing I'm going to do with the one record in the child, one row affected. Fine. Now come back here and see the output first. I would see there are one entry, right? Now I'm going to remove the entry from the parent table. Okay, let's execute. It hasn't thrown me any error. It got successfully. Now let's come back and let's see the output. I can see there is no row in the parent table, but there is row in a child table, and with the value replaced by null. Okay, that is set now. Next is set default. See, we haven't specified any value, default value, so I am specifying set default. So the default means null value. Let's do demo. I'm going to drop a table and recreating those ones, and then come back here and just add data into both the table. Now let's see what will happen. This two query has been executed. Now I'm going to delete the data into the parent table. See, when there is no default defined, it will automatically consider as a null. Now if you come here and if you see, there is an entry in the child table along with the value called as a null, right? Okay, and if you observe here, the in parent table there is no entry. This is with set default. Another thing I'm going to show you is cascade, on delete cascade. Now let's see what happens. When you go for the cascade, it won't throw you any error. So cascading means when you remove all the entries from the parent, automatically the child the entries will get automatically removed. You don't need to worry, you don't need to handle anything. So when I remove data from the parent table, child data automatically get deleted. Let's do that. So I'm going to create a table with a foreign key and with the option called as a delete cascade, and going to insert the data. Let's do that. Inserted data. Fine. Now I'm coming back here and just running the script, and now I'm going to remove the data from the parent table, and let's see, I won't get any error. See, and the data got removed because it's a cascading. So if you try to remove the data from the parent, all the respective data get removed in the child one. This is with the on delete. Now the same thing would happen with the on update. Let's say on update. Now what will happen with on update? I'm going to show you on update. I'm instead of update, I'm want to use operation called as update. Update parent set id is equal to 5. So previously when the value would be 5, change that value to the 5. That is my requirement. Now I want to see what will happen. I'm going to drop and recreating those table with the on update option. So just come back and just see the output. Okay, this two query got executed. Then I'm going to insert data into this two table. Okay. Now I'm going to update the parent entry. Now before that, just see the output of this two query. I can see one entry is there with the value 11. Okay, there is linkage. Now I am going to update one row affected, and if I'll come here and see what will happen. See 5. So why it is 5 actually? Let's go back. It's a cascade. So cascade means whatever thing will happen with the parent table, the same thing will happen to the child table. So child column will automatically get updated. You change value from 1 to 5. See, on cascade same thing happen. Okay, fine. Now I am going to change to set null. Now let's see what will happen. Same script I am running. I think I don't need to run the script again and again. Just see what will happen when we change the cascading operation as a set null. Okay, let's run the script. See, previously the value was fine, value was 1, and I updated value 1 to 5, and the references has been changed, references made to null. This is what the demonstration for the set null. Now same thing will happen with the set default, as I haven't set any default value. So default means nothing, means null default. So what will happen if I say cascading as a default for the update? Same thing will happen. See, 1 has been changed to 5, and the one has been changed to null because no entry. The last operation I'm going to talk about is no action. No action means you can't update the parent entry unless you remove all the references of the child. See, we will get the error, and we got a error, right? So error is update statement completed with a reference constraint. Okay, so this is quite easy, right? In this video we talk about lot of things. Actually, we talk about what is foreign key, we talk about different type of the cascading operation on delete, on update, and in that we have also understood the different subtypes. What is no action, what is set null, what is set default, what is cascade, all these things we covered. Hope you guys understood the concept of foreign key with multiple options and enjoyed our video related with that. And if you guys really like our video, please don't forget to share and subscribe our channel. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.